Hello, biology students, and welcome to another episode of FOM's Face Place. Today's date is April 10th, 2020, and this is day 10 of our AMI. Today's video is going to focus on biomes. Uh, the previous video went through, you know, ecosystems, which is all the living and the non-living things that you can find in the same geographic area. And it's going to be identified by certain biotic and abiotic factors. But what if I have a whole bunch of ecosystems in an area? For example, a forest, a lake, a stream, a cave, all of these places full of living and non-living things in a large area. Well, now you're talking about a biome. Now, biome is something that you are familiar with when you talk about certain biomes. But then when you talk about other biomes, you're like, oh, I don't get it. Well, a biome is a very, very large area that has pretty much similar setups of ecosystems with organisms and non-living factors. This map that you see on your screen is a biome map where you can see all of the different biomes in the world. Here is where we are, right there. And we live in a very specific biome, which is called a temperate deciduous forest. And what that means is you have a certain range of temperatures. On average, it's between 40 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit year round. I mean, obviously not 80 degrees during the winter. Deciduous means the type of trees that you find in our forests. And forests, well, because we are typically surrounded by trees. But if you look at our biome, it's this green area here. You may also notice that you can see this green area here and also here. And if you look at their position, they're roughly right here, and then you can see some here and there. But if you look at the rest of the world, you see other types of biomes. You see this here, and all of those represent different types of biomes, which you're going to see. To get their names, though, there's some writing from previous notes, previous years. Here's our temperate deciduous forest. If you look right there, this is desert, and you can find desert in a number of places. You go up here, and you have what's called the boreal forest. That's the forest where you have really, really thick trees. They are of uh, the like type that they don't lose their leaves. They're evergreen year round. You get lots of snow during the winter, and then it melts during the spring. But you have all of these different biomes throughout the world. Boreal forests look like that. Those are, what you want to go if you want to live in the mountains. If you want to live in the forest, you would find these in Canada and Russia. You would get a lot of snow during the winter, so it's really a deep snow too. You got to trudge through it. You get owls and bears and all of those critters that like to live in the snow or exist in the snow. Whoops, I skipped ahead. Temperate deciduous forests is where we live. You have trees that grow quickly during the spring. They slow down during the fall and winter. They have really large leaves, broad leaves. They lose their leaves during the winter. They change colors. You see foxes and other creatures and that guy. Hey, you also got the tundra, which is pretty much devoid of trees. There are no trees whatsoever in this area. The soil that plants grow in is called permafrost, where the soil, like the first 6 inches of soil, is thawed out, but you go below 6 inches and it's ice, it's frozen soil. So trees and bushes can't really grow in this area because they need deeper root systems. That's why you don't see trees there. You get organisms like caribou and your reindeer and some bears, obviously, but really, really cold. And it's not the best place to live. You can find tundra in Alaska, in Russia, in Canada, but those are different types of biomes. So that is going to be it for today. You'll have an assignment on Google, a Google document. You'll turn that in at the end of the week when you're done with all 5 or 4 assignments. Until then, I will talk to you later. Hope you're doing well.